Hello, and thank you for watching Nice Cans for August 19th. It's going to become a weekly show of metal goodness. I'll start talking about everything that happened throughout the week because I have an easier time doing this than doing it every day. So, this is a weekly show. Nice Cans. Very interesting stuff happening this week, and I'm going to talk about a couple of things that happened last week on my website. So, first things first, Metallica drops a new fucking song and gives a release date for their album that's supposedly not even done yet. The album being called Hardwired to Self-Destruct will be out November 18th on Blackened Recordings, and you can listen to Hardwired on YouTube. It was actually a very, very quick song, very heavy-hitting for Metallica, and I loved it. I loved every single thing about it, and it was fucking awesome. I wanted to just, I was at work too, and I just wanted to fucking jump around and be like, yeah! Fuck yes, Metallica is back. This is what Death Magnetic should be. I like Death Magnetic, but the songwriting was just kind of dragged on that album. And this track was only like 3 minutes and 15 seconds, 3 minutes and 50 seconds. I don't know. It was under 4 minutes, and it was fucking awesome. And everyone's are like, "Oh, this is some Ride the Lightning material." Well, this is more like this is back in the 80s. No, this is what should have been. I don't know. It's just there's a lot of differing opinions. My opinion is it's fucking awesome. And next up we have Meshuggah's drummer Thomas Hake, or Hake, I don't know how to fucking pronounce his name, dating the Orange is the New Black actress Jessica Pimentel. And I wasn't really paying attention to this story, and it's not like it's a big deal or anything, but hey, good for him. He's got himself an actress, and you know, they make a good looking couple. So there you go. And this one is somehow a safe for work softcore porn, but there was a couple who were fucking on top of it looked like a parking garage during an Attila performance. I'll link that down below. It's just goofy, and you don't see anything, but yeah, they're going to town on top of that building. And you can hear the crowd's response too, like, "Oh, you're fucking stupid." Yeah, I mean, there is interest in, you know, people having sex in public. People like doing that thing. But also, if there's like kids nearby or anything like that, you are then a sex offender. So yeah, I hope just, I'm gonna say good luck to them that they're not on the sex offenders list after this. Havoc kicked off the Megadeth tour, allegedly due to dispute with Mustaine management. That was a tongue twister of a headline. There was a massive tour coming up: Amon Amarth, Suicidal Tendencies, Metal Church, and Havoc with Megadeth. But apparently there is some sort of dispute between finances and the band Havoc, and shit just wasn't going right. I'll link it down below so you can read the whole thing yourself, but it just, Havoc's not going to be on the tour anymore. And they were on Megadeth's last tour, and they seemed like they were getting along, good buddies, like they were really connecting. But not anymore, so they're off the tour, and if you were expecting to see Havoc on this new Megadeth and Amon Amarth tour, well then I guess you're shit out of luck, aren't ya? And then, coming up next, another big thing that popped up that people were interested in was some footage from an old Tool show popped up, and it's from October 1991. So I'll have that posted down below so you can actually watch it. And I think all of you Tool fans and people who are just Maynard fans in general will enjoy the performance from, let's see, 25 years ago. So enjoy. Another big news, another big thing that dropped this week was Anal Nathrock's newest song. What is it called? Depravity Favors the Bold, and their newest album, The Whole of Law, drops October 28th through Metal Blade Records. So fuck yeah, I know Wyatt is a big fan of them. If you don't know who Wyatt XM is, he's a huge YouTuber on just metal and just reviews and just opinions that you could either be against or for. He's just a really cool guy. I'll have him linked down below, because anytime I think of this band, I think of Wyatt XM. That's just kind of how it is. Kind of like when people think of me, they think either Amon Amarth or Nile. That's just how it is. And then, over on Headbanger GTFO, I released a couple lists of the top 6 death metal albums of 2016 so far. And if you want to read those, I'll link them down below, but I'll just list them off right now for you. These are 6 albums, and they may or may not be on the end of the year list. We'll find out. We still have 4 months, 3.5 months at this point. And I have Amonamar, Siam's Viking, The Zenith Passages, Solipsist, Deceptionist, Initializing, Irreversible Process on Unique Leader Records. Very good technical death metal. When the technical death metal is just right, or however that fucking meme is. Aborted's Retro Gore. You know who the fuck they are. They're awesome. Let's see. Rippers, Experiment of Existence. And you could say they're more thrash, but I kind of feel like they're more like they're more death metal, but just with a thrash tempo. Very heavy death metal stuff. Very fast tempo, very quick beats per minute kind of thing. Very, very kick you in the nuts while you headbang, and you won't really feel it because the metal's so strong and good. And a Cathillis, Le Dernier Crepuscule on Dark Descent Records. Very, very chaotic, psychotic atmosphere. Brilliant atmosphere. Very good songwriting. I released another. Now I released that list last week. Today I dropped a list called the top 6 brutal death metal albums so far, and this is more like along the lines of slam, brutal death, that kind of thing. So here you go. Got Catalepsy's Gravenous Hour, Worms, Kriegshoe, Infant Annihilators, The Grandivole, Galearch. I know there's a lot of people that don't like Infant Annihilator, but there's also a lot of people that do like Infant Annihilator. I enjoyed their last album. I can't remember what the fuck it was called, and I enjoyed it for what it was. I haven't even listened to that album at all since they released it in 2013, I believe. And when I first heard that single that they released earlier, like 2.5 months ago, I was like, that's pretty good, but yeah. Well, listen to the whole album, and I listened to it a lot, and it's fucking awesome. They got a new vocalist, and he kind of sounds like their old vocalist, but with more of a Travis Ryan grungy kind of a feel to it. Very throaty and raw, and just very good vocalist. And the music itself is also really good, and they're over the top with their lyrics and their story and everything they got going here. So check them out. Syphilix, The Indicted States of America. This album just is like, you take what America is right now and all of the bullshit that you hear and how society is, and you'd make that into a fucking brutal death metal album. That's what you get on Luxor Records. Came out in March. Be sure to listen to them. They're one of the best of this year. Defeated Sanity's Disposal of the Dead, Dharmata split with themselves. While half the album is kind of like old school death metal, I still think the first half of the album itself is just phenomenal. So be sure to check them out. And Beelzebub's The Sickness of the Holy Inquisition. Very brutal death metal that has a snare drum that just will rock your world. You'll either love it or hate it. There's no way around it, but it's very good stuff. Another big release that came out to fruition this week was Dark Throne releasing the song Tundra Leech. They Fenrisly released it on SoundCloud, and the song begins at the 2-minute and 44-second mark, so be sure, if you want to hear his commentary on the song, go forward. But the song starts at 2 minutes and 44 seconds, and it's a 6-minute song, so enjoy that one. That's very good. And I had a couple reviews this week. I had one for, I think it's called Octonology. Came out today for my buddy that does gore and more reviews, so check that one out. Let's see if I can follow it. Oncoology? It's very hard to pronounce. Infinite Regress, so check that one out. And then I did the review for Blood Incantation's Star Spawn. Very good death metal band from Colorado. Be sure to check them out. Read the review. Very good stuff. And then I also reviewed the Rob Zombie and Korn show. Rob Zombie was and Korn was awesome. So I'm just going to leave it at that. Read that review. And then last but not least, I saw Nile and did a review for them. Nile's always fucking awesome. And they should just come to Kansas City every fucking time. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.